Hey folks, I thought I'd just do this video because I was up early this morning and now I'm just kicking it. I mean, we are in financial World War III. That's obvious to everybody on the globe. We have economic competition taking place everywhere. China dumping bonds. It's only a matter of time before the U.S. drops the Chinese bonds, and it's all on. And there's just so much going on, and I hope that you're taking care of all the things you need to be prepared. And it's a good time to be a prepper, wouldn't you say? I know that I'm glad I am a prepared person. I hope that you are too. And these are the moments in time where we can rest easy knowing that we are prepared. Obviously, the world is crazy, and we've spilled over now from financial World War III into now we've got the Middle East going, we've got the Ukraine-Russia conflict, and the potential of the Taiwan conflict or Philippines with China or whatever. So we've got all of these things, wars and rumors of wars. We've got financial chaos on the horizon, and there's just no other way to slice this up. Financial chaos is coming to the world, and it's only a matter of time. And what the outcome of that will be, I don't know. And hopefully you're able to look at that and say, I don't know either. Anybody who thinks they know what's about to happen is a fool, because none of us does. We have no idea. A lot of people think gold is going to 6,000, and it could. But at a certain point, gold will possibly fall, to a ridiculous low, or it could fall to a low and then surge to a ridiculous high. It's going to be chaos in everything, and be careful in everything. That's my suggestion. Be careful in everything. I am sitting on the sidelines. I am doing nothing financially at this time. I just really don't believe now is the time for me to be trying to project a market with so many undetermined variables, right? All of these things have yet to be determined how all this is going to work out. So in these situations, sit patiently and wait. And I hope that you are too. A lot of people are rushing out to buy gold, and they're going to drive the gold price higher and all of this. And that's fine. We saw the same thing in 08, remember? And 09, 10, 11, and 12, and then where did gold wind up? And it was truly sad for many, many people. I'm not saying that's going to happen. However, history generally does repeat itself in times of chaos, doesn't it? So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait. I am a long-term gold holder. I'm just choosing not to move on anything right now. Nothing to me is projectable with any true conviction. There's just too many variables. If we break out into kinetic World War III, it's going to be total chaos. We're already in financial. The whole world is dividing financially. And whether people understand it or not, China is coming under extreme stress. And I'll do a separate video on what's going on and what I think is going to happen within the BRICS blocks of nations, as well as, the Western blocks. We're truly in debt, technically bankrupt. Okay, if any of our houses, if our personal accounts were this bad, no bank would go near us, right? However, the West just keeps chugging along and has been doing this fiat routine for quite some time, hasn't it? So will it continue on? Hey, people thought it was all collapsing back in the 08 cycle and before that and back in the 70s. And I remember all this stuff. I lived through it. And people have been talking about this, and these banksters just keep things going. But nobody can predict what will happen if missiles start flying all over the world. And that's the reality of it. Nobody can predict what is going to be the outcome and where your financial safe haven is going to be. I know one thing is for sure. I'm glad I have no debt. I'm glad I own my home. I'm glad I have some precious metals in case the day should arise. I'm glad that I am a prepper. Okay? This is why I'm a prepper, so that I can sleep at night. And no matter what may come, I am prepared. And I hope you are too, because that's what being a prepper is all about. The world is nuts. You have to admit that to yourself. It is insane. This person thinks that, this person thinks that, this person thinks that, this person thinks that. Rarely is the truth ever revealed on these things that we're not involved in. And you can't even listen to what people talk about because they're so clouded from the truth. And it's going to lead to further and further things. And as we continue to decouple financially, globally, it's just going to lead to more and more war. And I'll do a separate video as to why I'm a Keynesian now versus an Austrian economic theorist. Okay. And I used to be Austrian 100%. I was all about Austrian economics, but this is what happens when we try and leave Austrian economics. Wars upon wars upon wars. And it will just go back to that. And that's what the world was before Keynesian economics, and that's what the world will return to after. So how all this plays out, folks, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. What I do know, there's just too many unknown variables. And things are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Not looser. Things aren't getting better. Everything's just getting tighter, isn't it? So I hope that you're prepared. I'm going over my blades, everything. All of my fine details to my preparedness I am getting done today. I am a consumer, mass consumer of anything I think that may fall short during a total economic collapse, during a World War III event where shipping is not happening. I am consuming everything I think I may want. Okay? So, give that a consideration as well, too. If all of this crap gets out of hand, how much of the things that you may want or need are made overseas? And if those shipping lanes stop, now what are you going to do if it's total havoc? Okay, I have a water filtration system on my drinking water. It's not very expensive, but those filters are important to me. They last 6 months. And so that filter, I just bought enough to get me through 2 years and possibly 3 if I extend them a little bit, because I don't use a lot of water. So I could let the filters maybe go over a little bit. So little details like that. Are you tightening up everything? Okay, because if the world falls apart, you still got to go on. Okay, so do you have everything you need? And especially those things that are made overseas. Do you have all of the things you're going to need? Are they ready? And I'm purchasing everything I want as well right now, because I have no idea what the outcome is going to be. And some of it's frivolous spending, but who cares? If the dollar goes in the toilet, I'll be glad I bought things, right? You bet. Like this copper. I'm glad I bought copper. And so I'm not concerned about spending right now on smart things, not dumb, frivolous things, but smart things, okay? So I just wanted to do this video because, folks, it's probably going to get out of hand somehow, some way, and probably soon. So I hope that you're tightening things up. I don't like to talk fear porn, but the reality is here. We have to accept the reality and the world's situation as it is, not as we would like it to be. It's not getting better, is it? Whether it's in the financial perspective or whether it's looking at the kinetic warfare, World War III perspective, is it? We're already in financial World War III. So what's the odds that that could spill over, as it does every time nations go to war economically? It soon spills into a kinetic war. So hopefully cooler heads will prevail. Intelligence will be the name of the day. However, let's face it, have any of our world leaders ever displayed any real intelligence? Anyway, That's just the video I wanted to do. This is what I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing, but I am prepared. And I'm doing everything without panicking, no stress. Do not panic, do not stress, do not freak out, because it leads to catastrophic bad decision making. Just do what you need to do. That's my opinion. It's not advice, it's just my opinion. And I'm sleeping at night because I'm doing what I need to do while living my normal life. Hope you're all doing well. Hope life's treating you good. Hang in there, folks. This too shall pass. How it's going to pass, nobody knows. But it will pass. Jim out.